Why a refinery? Well, it's obvious now that paying for higher fuel costs, especially diesel, that runs the engines to drill the wells, can be very expensive. And we're all cognizant of the fact that all of the oil companies are under mandates to make your Bakken wells more economical. They've got to cut costs to make them more economical, and if the oil prices stay the way they are, then the economy and the development, the drilling, the number of wells will continue at record levels in North Dakota. I was reading, now all the politicians, Rich, want to jump on and build a refinery in North Dakota. Where were they in 2005 when we were talking about this? And the politicians also talked about that, the larger national market will dictate the price. So even though a refinery, as they're talking about, another refinery in North Dakota, they're saying the prices still won't be changed at all. Well, we're here to tell you that they will. We'll be very, very competitive, and we'll bring actually a lower price on diesel to the market. There makes no sense to drill a most quality light sweet crude, the best quality of crude in North America here, ship it out of state, refine it, and then bring it back and pay a high price. That makes no sense at all. We're not going to ship it out. We're going to drill it right here. We're going to refine it right here, and we're going to sell it here cheaper. So let's keep the politicians out of it. They can stay in Washington. Well, thank you for that. We're very proud of the high level of Bakken crude and rich gas. We're very proud of that. So this refinery, as Rich was talking about, and we're really proud of the fact that Rich is one of our own local tribal members, grew up right here in Newtown, and went on to, after serving in the military, got his college degree and got his MBA right here in North Dakota. So he's a total, not only MHA, but North Dakota, raised and educated and come back. And now has got the greatest challenge before him is to get this refinery built in a timely manner. Rich, not to put any pressure on you, maybe that's why you were nervous up here, but time is money. You're losing money when you're not getting this built for us, Rich. So Rich is really working with engineers probably more than he ever wants to now when he's talking about ISBL and BL. I don't know how he doesn't cross them and confuse them. But the bottom line is the tribe is issuing a $360 million tax-exempt bond. But we have to have more engineering, so that's where we're at. Number one is we're getting more engineering, so he's meeting with engineers, to get this product as to, is it going to be modular, is it going to be stick-built, this 20,000 barrels a day. Are we going to purchase an actual modular built refinery? And if so, that's going to reduce our construction within 1 year. And that's where we're going to need up to 1,000 jobs. And if it's stick built, it's going to take 2 years. But then again, Rich, time is money. So that's another year that we can't afford to have the refinery not online. And of course, if you don't know where it's at, it's on Highway 23, just this side of Makoti on the south side of 23. And so that whole area of Makoti and Ryder and Plaza are really going to feel the economic boom. Canadian Pacific, we got to have pipelines that are coming up on the west side of the reservation, probably going underneath the river and putting it into storage tanks right near the refinery. So that way they have an ample supply of crude to refine on a daily basis on 20,000 barrels. And really, it should have been bigger, but it took us 9 years to get this permit. I don't know how we stayed sane through that whole process, Rich. But to make a long story short, it was better just to get this 20,000 barrel a day permit. It's a clean water discharge permit from EPA. And we just finished the Feed a Trust application. That's what Secretary Salazar was out here, a week or 2 weeks ago now. And it has presidential support. So not that politics is part of any of that, but, hey, we got politicians' attention on this because it's really the First refinery built in the United States in 40 years. So that says a lot about our country. And with today's technology, you know, a refinery can have a minimal footprint and not even require an air permit. This refinery only requires a clean water discharge permit. And so, and again, with the feat of trust, this land now will be held in trust by the United States by the name and the title of the MHA tribes. So this will completely be under the jurisdiction of the tribes. But we want, you know, North Dakota to look at it that this is your refinery as well. This is just not our refinery, because this can lead to franchises, development of franchises, truck plazas. Who knows? You could have a nice little casino inside the truck plaza, a truck wash, a hotel, a truck buffet, flat screen, Monday Night Football. Who knows? You know, we want to make this a beautiful, relaxing, comfortable. We want to make you stop, right, Cindy? We want to make you stop and pull over like no other truck plaza. That's the kind of, Rich, that's the kind of truck plaza you need to be thinking about with your engineers. Getting us a nice, beautiful, comfortable truck plaza that, and at a low price fuel. We want you just to not pass us by. We want you to stop and fill up. And we're very excited about this. As Rich was talking about, the job opportunities. We want to get this built quickly. The tribe is required, you know, when we put this land into trust status, environmental liability insurance, up to $20 million. So it is in our best interest to make sure that it's engineered properly, it's managed properly with minimal accidents. And especially if we want to develop this and grow this into a bigger refinery, we're going to have to show a footprint that we have managed it properly and it was designed properly, and we're not having to use that kind of insurance. And we also had to fully indemnify the United States Department of Interior. So there was a lot of pushback on our part. And so, you know, in order to do that, to maintain that policy, I don't know how many had to take out $20 million in insurance today, but that's a pretty good chunk of money. But again, that's in our best interest to make sure that it's a safe refinery, properly engineered, properly designed, and properly managed with minimal accidents. And so we have to have that track record, we have to have that footprint in order to keep our insurance requirements and our indemnification agreement in compliance. So, Charlie, I think you had a great turnout. You had a great turnout, and thanks for letting Rich and I up here to talk a little bit about the refinery.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tex Hall.